Alright guys, so double battle pass XP is currently in Warzone, so today I'm going to show you guys how to tier up as quick and as easy as possible for Season 2 of Warzone by explaining two of the fastest methods currently in the game. Now when I say fast, I do mean fast as in up to like 5 to 6 tiers in 1 hour of playtime. It's really as simple as that. I know normally it can be very difficult and boring to level it up, so we're going to make it as quick and easy as possible. All I do ask is if you do find it useful, be sure to leave a like so that others can find the video too. And we are doing a giveaway so that when we reach 30,000 subscribers, I'm giving away some COD points. The rules for that are in the description. So this video kind of covers all the main ways to tier up fast in Season 2 of Warzone, so be sure to stay tuned until the end of the video as it's packed full of tips, but if you do want to jump to a specific part of it, there will be timestamps and chapters in the description. And obviously this video focuses on how to tier up fast in Warzone, so it's tailored towards players who are free to play or people who are playing Warzone anyway. Either's fine. But if you want to know how to tier up fast in Vanguard, I made a separate guide for that, so feel free to check it out. There'll be a card for that on screen and a link in the description. So what we'll do is we'll quickly talk about the main boosts for Battle Pass progression, and then we'll talk about two of the best methods right now in Warzone. Obviously this is subject to change if you're watching this weeks afterwards. The tips will mostly apply, but it might be slightly different. But right now this is what you want to do for Warzone to max out your Battle Pass incredibly fast. So the main boosts we've got right now are double Battle Pass XP. It's currently in Warzone until about the 13th of April, something like that, so over the weekend and slightly into next week, so definitely make use of that. Play as much as you can right now as it saves time. We've also got tier skips, so every 50 levels in Season 2 you'll get a tier skip, so level 50 gives one, level 100 gets you second one, and so on. So definitely make use of those and try to level up as fast as you can by earning more XP. If you want a guide for that, feel free to check it out. Now there are other ways to get tier skips too, like buying bundles, or alternatively there's occasionally free gift bundles in the store, so look out for those. We've also got double tier progression, basically like double Battle Pass XP tokens. Occasionally you can earn them, like they had some in Cold War, and also you can use COD points to buy tiers and so on if you need, but I'd recommend entering my giveaway so you can do it for free if you win. Just want to point out that double XP doesn't count itself, so the normal double XP weekends or the normal double XP tokens don't count towards boosting your Battle Pass progression. But don't forget, if you are a Vanguard owner, so you own the game and you play Warzone, you get a 10% XP boost across Weapon XP, XP and Battle Pass XP. So you do actually get a bonus just for owning Vanguard and then playing Warzone, so don't forget to take that into account. We've then got also a few things in the game, so obviously the pre-game lobby, don't forget these pre-game lobby kills will count towards XP and Weapon XP, so get as many kills as you can in the pre-game lobby, whatever mode you're playing. And obviously do challenges as well, like the daily challenges, the mastery challenges, and the season progression challenges under the challenge tab. So each challenge gives XP, and then you get a bonus for completing all 20 prestige challenges in Season 2. We've also got camo challenges as well. If you need help with any of those, feel free to check them out. They've got several playlists for the Modern Warfare, Cold War, and Vanguard weapon camos, so feel free to check them out. Cards on screen and a link in the description for those camo guides. And also reticle challenges as well, so make sure you're completing all the camo challenges and all the reticle challenges from the weapons across all the games of Modern Warfare, Cold War and Vanguard that are in Warzone. So now we're going to talk about the best modes in the game. So right now the best mode in Warzone is Rebirth Blood Money Quads. So basically this will give you over one whole tier of progress, as in sort of like 1.1 to 1.2 or more tiers in about 12 minutes or so, in a game about 12 minutes long. So that's basically up to at least 6 tiers per hour, if not more, if you're really good, but 5 to 6 is pretty reasonable, I'd say. And this is with double Battle Pass XP, obviously, because that's in the game right now. So I think that's pretty decent. So that's really good, you say. How do I get it? It's not as simple as just playing the game, as some people might believe. So we'll talk about some of the strategies and tips, because it really is useful to be earning tiers that fast. Now the other good game mode is Plunder. Now this is a great game mode because it gives, easy XP. It's a really fast way of leveling up tiers. With both Rebirth Blood Money and with Plunder you get sort of infinite relives, no gas clouds, whatever custom loadouts you want, which is useful. But with Plunder, a 15-minute Plunder game will get you just over a whole tier of progress, so up to about 5 tiers per hour. So a little bit less than Rebirth Blood Money, but obviously it depends on how well you do in each. So Plunder is currently not in the game, but if it is, obviously feel free to use these tips. But right now we're going to talk about the Rebirth Blood Money, which is very similar to Plunder, so the tips kind of apply to both. Like I say, Rebirth Blood Money is currently the best mode of the game, and these are the tips you want for playing Rebirth Blood Money / Plunder. So obviously you want to be doing more looting, so opening lots of loot crates, and this gives you more money, which helps you to buy more equipment, self-revives UAV, loadouts, armor, ammo boxes, and so on. But it also gives you more XP overall, so that's obviously really useful, and it helps you to rank higher at the end of the game. We'll talk about that in just a minute. In terms of getting more money and so on, you can open loot boxes, run over bodies of dead enemies and pick up the bags of cash, find piles of cash as floor loot, so on top of roofs, in unsearched rooms, that kind of thing. And you can also get money from money crate drops around the map. Occasionally you'll see sort of green smoke and a little dollar sign. If you go to that and capture the crate, it will drop lots of bags of money, so obviously pick that up, and that's a great way to do it. You get more money in blood money because you always get more money from killing enemies and so on, so it's a little bit easier in that sense. But yeah, you want to get as many kills as you can, so obviously you want a decent class for this. Use the mini-map or heartbeat sensor or the compass and listen out for sounds to find more enemies. Do as many contracts as you can, so supply run contracts are super fast and easy, but you've also got sort of the top secret and big game bounty and ones like that, so definitely make use of those. Recon's also pretty good, and scavenger can be alright too. Try to go between them as fast as possible with a helicopter or an ATV or something like that. If you need help with contracts, I've made a guide for that. And you want to have a bigger placement bonus, so the more cash you collect and the higher you place, like if you're first place or second place, the more XP you get and so on. So from this 12-minute game of Rebirth Blood Money, it literally gave me like over 40, I think it was about 44,000 XP without an XP token or anything, just on its own. That's incredible. So if I'd had a double XP token, that'd be like over 80,000, almost 90,000 XP just from that quick game. So it's really, really good, but this is only if you place well. I think I placed second place in that. Normally I can do first place, but obviously in Blood Money it's a little bit more tricky because people are earning cash a bit faster, so it's difficult to keep up, but you want to place as high as you can. So the main strategy for Blood Money is you want to spawn in quickly, find an area of the map with very few players but lots of buildings or places to search for loot crates, so basically away from the flight path and not somewhere where people love to go. Your ultimate goal is to get first place by earning as much money as possible, so you want to run around opening as many crates as you can by following the faint humming noise which indicates how close or where loot crates are on the map, and obviously feel free to adjust your sound settings if you need. Keep moving to stay ahead and open as many crates as you can. If you find a cash deposit balloon, use it so you don't lose the money if you die, so obviously you can deposit it and then that stays with you rather than someone stealing it. And also keep an eye out for cash piles on the ground in unsearched areas like rooftops, unvisited rooms and so on. You want to look out for money near dead players and kill as many enemies as possible that you come across to get more cash and more XP. You want to do a few contracts if you can along the way while opening crates, so for example scavenger contracts, which requires you to open crates and shows you where they are, so that's quite a useful one. As we also said, like supply run contracts are quick and easy. There's also got big game bounties and so on, so keep doing as much as you can to get the most money, kills, looting, contracts complete and so on as possible. You want to work with your teammates if they're helpful. Teamwork is important. I know it sounds a bit cringy, but it really is. If your teammates are getting contracts while you're getting kills or collecting money, it all adds up, and obviously everyone on your team shares the XP and all of the bonuses, so it's really important to make use of that. If you get first place, you get a lot of XP, like I say, sometimes in the region of 40 to 50,000. I literally got, like I say, 44,000 from no double XP tokens or anything like that, so it's incredibly fast. Obviously that gives you a bigger placement bonus and a bigger money bonus, and so more XP, and therefore more XP is more battle pass progression. So, like I say, that's for sort of Rebirth Money and Plunder, which is currently not in the game, but Rebirth Money is. If you don't want to play that, you can also play Payload. Now, this is not quite as good, but it's still pretty good. I would say you probably get around 2 to 3 tiers per hour with double battle pass XP, maybe slightly more if you're doing really well, if you follow these tips, but for a very sort of poor / average game, I got about 2 to 3 tiers in an hour worth of progress, so look at that as you will. But Payload is often better for like weapon XP and stuff like that, so if you want to level up weapons, Payload is probably the way to go, and this is the strategy I would use for Payload. So either's good, it's up to you what you play, but Blood Money is probably slightly better. So for Payload, you want to be staying on the objective, as this grants XP, so every time you're staying by the payload, it will say plus this amount of XP. When your team is attacking, you want to stay with the payload as much as possible, therefore, and you want to kill any enemies you see along the way so you can help yourself progress with the payload, but also get XP from getting the kills. You want to try to destroy the roadblocks too. If enemies put them down, you need to destroy them. That will give you XP, and it will also allow you to progress with the payload to kind of get towards the finish line. Like I say, the longer you stay with the payload, and each bit of progress along the path grants extra XP and weapon XP, so the more you do and the more you're with the payload, the better it is. And also reaching the finish line gives you an extra XP boost. Now, in terms of when you're defending, so one half of the game you'll be attacking, then the other half you'll be defending. Attacking will give you most of the XP, but defending will give you some too. So when you're defending, make sure to kill any enemies you see. Try to push back the payload as much as possible, so every time you push back you get XP, and also you stop them from advancing. And also build roadblocks as well, so every now and then there'll be a checkpoint where you can build roadblocks. It only takes a few seconds, but it will give you XP, and obviously it stops them advancing, so it's really useful. And also there'll be a few contracts in the game, so complete any contracts you see too. They're normally recon, and they give you at least 1000 XP. I believe it's double that if you've got double XP, so i.e. up to 2000 XP just for a contract that takes about 30 seconds to complete. So it's really important that you do that if you see it, because it also gives you weapon XP and so on as well. well. So those are like the two main best methods right now, both involving Rebirth obviously. You could play normal Battle Royale, but it's a little bit more difficult. You might die early, you might not do as well. It just depends on how long you survive and so on. The other good mode right now is Rebirth Resurgence. It's okay, you know, it can get you sort of a similar number of tiers to like Rebirth Payload, but obviously it depends on how well you do in survive and so on. But those are kind of the two best modes. If you follow those tips, you will earn sort of up to 6 tiers an hour at least, depending on obviously what you do, how well you do, how long your games are, if you've got teammates, all this kind of stuff. But hope you found it useful. If you did, be sure to leave a like on the video so that other people can find it too. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe by clicking the bell icon to stay up to date with all my latest Warzone and Vanguard videos, you know, including lots of weapon XP guides, battle pass XP guides, weapon unlock challenges, camo guides, all this kind of stuff. If you play Warzone or Vanguard, you're going to want to subscribe for lots of useful videos. And also feel free to enter the quad points giveaway for when we hit 30,000 subscribers. And yeah, if you want to check out any other recent videos I made, how to level up weapons fast in Warzone, feel free to check it out. It's really, really useful. Other weapon unlock challenges, all that stuff, feel free to check it out on my channel. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you found it useful, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.